Hi, fourth grade. Mr. Camel here. I'm trying to give you some help for your rounding independent work for your math slides. There's two different ways you can round. One way is on a number line, and another way you can round is you can also round without a number line. I'm going to show you both ways. In your book and in your lessons, you're going to be required to do both. So with a number line, okay, if I want to round 362 to the nearest 10, I start by drawing a number line. This one I'm going to do horizontal, going across. And if I want to round to the nearest 10, I have to think, if I'm counting by tens, when do I say 362? What two tens is that in between? So 10, 20, 30, 40, you have to count a lot of tens. But you would be in between 360 and 370. Those are the two tens surrounding our number when you count by tens. You then have to figure out what's your midpoint. What's halfway in between 360 and 370? It would be 365. If our number is halfway or closer to 370, it will round to 370. If 362 is less than 365, then it will round to 360. It would be right about here. So when you round 362 to the nearest 10, it rounds to 360. Rounding means about. It is closest to 360. Now, if we wanted to round 362 to the nearest 100, that would be a little different. I'm going to draw another horizontal number line. And now I have to figure out, if I count by hundreds, where is 362? Between which hundreds? So it would be in between 300 and 400. Your midpoint in between 300 and 400 is 350. And now we have to think, where does 362 go? Well, it's a little more than 350, but not too much, so maybe right about here. Since 362 is greater than 350, it's going to round to 400 to the nearest 100. The other way to round, you don't have to use a number line if the problem doesn't require it. This is a much bigger number. This is 56,492. I'm going to pretend that you're asked in this problem to round to the nearest 10. Without a number line, to round to the nearest 10, you circle the place that you're going to round to, and you underline the next place to the right. So the ones place we underline. And that underlined number, if it's between 0 and 4, you let the 9 snore. It stays the same. If this number that's underlined is between 5 and 9, we add 1 to the 9. But because our 2 is between 0 and 4, when we round to the nearest 10, we keep all of our other digits in front the same to the left. So 56,400, and we're going to let it snore. So it stays a 9, and the 2 becomes a 0. Now we're going to use this strategy to try to round to the nearest 10,000s place. Much bigger. The nearest 10,000. Now we're still going to circle the place we want to round to and underline the place to the right. Now we're underlining the 6. Our 6 is in between 5 and 9, so we have to add 1 to our circled number. So when we round our number to the nearest 10,000, we have to add 1 to 5. 5 becomes 6, and all of our other digits become 0. They round to 0. Those are two different ways you can round. Rounding with a number line makes it a little easier to see visually, but you can also try rounding in this way if you don't have to, if the problem doesn't ask for a number line. Good luck with your math.